My name is Ewald Stöteler. I myself started homeopathic practice in 1981 after 4 years study of classical homeopathy. From the beginning onward, I was very much into the writings of Hahnemann, primarily the Organon, the only book I knew at that particular time. After 8 to 10 years of studying the Organon, I thought I knew the homeopathy inside out. And then I stumbled across the second book, The Chronic Diseases, and then homeopathy became something totally different. From that point onward, my practice changed a lot and my results became much better, and I could very much more depend on the effects of homeopathy. The Organon is the philosophical part, the Chronic Diseases is the course manual, the manual about how to proceed in homeopathy, how to practice homeopathy. This is what I've done for the last 30 years, 35 years. I gave a lot of seminars and all the participants were very enthusiastic about the learnings and the teachings of Hahnemann and benefited in their practice a lot. That the patients were much more satisfied with the results, the practices were blooming, the name of homeopathy became better, and the homeopath was able to live off their practice. What's the difference with early homeopathy? I would say Kantian homeopathy, where you use potencies of the centesimal scale and only one dose and wait for a few months. What's the difference with Hahnemann? Well, in Kantian homeopathy is said we don't treat diseases, we treat the patient, not the cure. And Hahnemann is all about diseases. Hahnemann's first book is Organon, the second book is The Chronic Diseases, not the chronic patient, the chronic diseases. And he makes a very clear distinguishment between acute diseases, biographical diseases, epidemic diseases, constitutional diseases, iatrogenic diseases, inherited diseases, constitutional diseases, etc. And every disease form has its own group of remedies. And yes, we don't give only one remedy. This is not like Hahnemann, giving one remedy. Hahnemann alternated remedies a lot. In this book you find the backup, you find the aphorisms where he states this. He gave remedies in alternation, he gave intercurrent remedies to vitalize, to stimulate the patient to a better reaction. He gave plant remedies in alternation with mineral remedies. The plant remedies for the acute diseases, like epidemic diseases, like iatrogenic diseases, like biographical diseases. The intercurrent remedies for deblocking the use of iatrogenic remedies, allopathic remedies, to promote a curative reaction. Nosodes only introduced by Hahnemann, that's true, by Psorinum, but furthermore developed by Burnett, who worked exactly, Compton Burnett, who worked exactly along the guidelines of Hahnemann. And this in Q potencies, or so-called LM potencies, in alternating methods. And by olfaction, remedies in liquid form, not dry form, but in liquid form, succussed between every dose, and smelling. Making use, the optimal use of the complementary effect of remedies in order to promote the restoring process of the patient, the healing of the patient. And that Hahnemann could do and we can do. We can have much more success than we have until now. We have the benefit to know exactly where we are in the treatment, what we might expect, and where the lines of healing go. We can more or less predict the development the healing process will take. And this is very much important. We can be very sure about the results. We have the tools to evaluate every response. We can reduce the dose in order not to provoke aggravations. Aggravation is loss of energy. You don't stimulate the immunity by causing aggravation. So we have to prohibit aggravations from occurring. And this we can do by deblock the inherited tendencies, by stimulate on a mild, deeper level the anti-absoric treatment, by reducing the oversensitive state by plant and animal remedies. We have the healing process, we have much more control over the healing process. This has not been done in homeopathy until now. This is what Hahnemann already did, and I'll show you in this book that he did it. He did it like that. And if we follow Hahnemann, follow it, but follow it faithfully, he wrote in the Organon. If we follow it faithfully, the results will be much better. I hope this book finds its way into homeopathic practice, and that it will become a big inspiration for every homeopath working in his own clinic, and that the results will be better, that the patient will be more satisfied, that the homeopath can be more certain about his way of healing, and that the clinic will bloom, that homeopathy will bloom worldwide.